TV Burp. Bad case of piles for Lewis on Lewis.
Sarah Creel. Inspector Lewis, Oxford Police.
Police interview in a bath on the bill.
The tape. Decent.
And Gail falls in love with a banister on Coronation Street.
Look. I'm sorry I was a bit full on. You've had days to think about this.
I'm sorry too. Well, last week we revealed how they got the sound effects for Wild at Heart. Basically, they get Dev to do the elephant. Steve McDonald to do the pigs.
Point.
Now, if they need a dolphin, it's straight to the Royal Today. Yeah, they've got a sheep there too. And a dog. So it's here and a there, here a Vera, everywhere with a
Point.
here and a
Point.
there, here a here a
Point.
everywhere
Point.
with a here and a there, here a there, everywhere with a here and a there, everywhere with a here and a there, everywhere with a here and a there, here, there, everywhere. Steve McDonald. What did you get the idea of that? The Royal Today has really pepped up the daytime schedule, which was badly needing a new soap. And charge nurse Adam has a special system. For him, it's run, shout, pass wind.
Heather, crash call.
You may not know, but the Royal Today is the hospital of choice for Her Majesty the Queen.
How's your health been, gentlemen?
Not so bad.
Have you been taking any medication at all?
Well, yes, I have something for heartburn, and then something for constipation.
Get well soon, Ma'am. Let's hope Her Majesty fared slightly better than this man, who had a case of rather bad timing.
At last. Can we go now?
And do you ever ask someone out and realise you've made a mistake?
Here, you can have a go if you like. I'll show you what to do.
Oh, I'm not sure I should while I'm on duty.
What time are you off duty then?
Well, since you asked.
Oh, actually, I don't feel very well.
They'd also admitted a magician by the name of,
It's magic. It's more than magic. It's mysterioso.
Right. Well, let's take a look at you. I'll take this from you. Hey! Magic.
That's more than magic. It's mysterioso. Could I have some water?
Hey, there's my card. How did you do that? It's magic.
It's not magic.
Mysterioso, of course. Poor Mysterioso, though. Life hadn't always been that easy for him.
Are you all right?
I don't like hospitals. The last time I was in one, I lost my wife. Not what you'd call a magic moment.
Not magic, no. Mysterioso. It seemed he'd caught some sort of bird disease off one of his doves. Sad when a pet gets sick. You'll try anything to help.
Does Maurice use a parrot or any birds in his act? He's got the doves. He'll show you if you want. He pulls one out the top hat. And have there been any problems with them recently? Bianca died last week. Maurice was gutted. He even tried to give her the kiss of life. Put him into a little beak.
find out what the problem was for the nutty nosher on this week's Freaky Eaters.
She's quite a party girl, but there's a shadow over Joanne's fun-filled lifestyle. For 24 years, she's lived mostly on bread.
Mostly.
Unable to go near fruit, vegetables or meat, the only food she can eat to accompany her bread are tin tomato soup,
Tin tomato soup!
spaghetti hoops,
Hoopy hoops!
crisps.
Shrimps!
Drink a Slim Fast, or she'll do something like that.
A slimmy thump! A slimmy thump! A slimmy wump, wump, wump! Slimmy wump, slimmy wump, slimmy wump, wump! Fast!
If they stopped making bread, she would just die.
She might die, or she might try eating something else. One of the two. So she's addicted to bread, which of course is traditionally made from wheat.
Now, I know you love bread, and it appears from the bloods that we've done that you are actually intolerant of wheat.
Addicted to bread, allergic to bread. Uh-oh. Or in the words of the Freaky Eater show... crumbs and... Or in the words of TV Burp... Perhaps that's a bit harsh. I mean, food expert Natalie Savona and psychologist Stephen Byers got to work on her. And the first step, as always, is out with the old.
It's goodbye to the tin soups and spaghetti hoops, high in salt and sugar, that have been Joanne's only source of food beyond bread.
Save that for later. Here, what's Peter Jones been up to since Dragon's Den came off the air?
What happens when you have a poo?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
You can't have a poo. You can only do a wee.
That's right, he's come up with a brand new format. American Inventor. Well, in American Inventor, various hopefuls show their inventions to a panel of successful businessmen in the hope that they'll back them. Completely different from Dragon's Den. So, let's have a look at the inventions.
It's very simple. You just take it out, place it on yourself, and it doesn't matter whether you spill ketchup on yourself or that special sauce or mustard. No problem with Auto-Bip.
Yeah, ketchup, mustard, daddy sauce, coffee. Maybe not coffee. But the surprise hit of American Inventor was the Therapy Buddy.
My name is Richard Coppell, and if you don't know that this is my therapy buddy, then where have you been? This is more than just a cuddly toy. It's a very soft, gentle creature that when you touch its toes, it reminds you
Yeah, the Therapy Buddy. When I first saw it, I thought, oh dear, Zippy's died. But no, it's a Therapy Buddy, and it's now available in 2 different names.
I call this Peter and Simon.
Peter Therapy Buddy and Simon Therapy Buddy. Both good. But which is better? Peter Therapy Buddy or Simon Therapy Buddy? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Come on, Peter Therapy Buddy. TV Burp. Matching scalp and jumper on Holby.
I thought maybe we could have a coffee, obviously when you're on a break.
Invisible horse on a place in the sun.
Let's get inside.
Not overlooked from anywhere.
And lady posts invisible letter on Corrie. In it goes. Well, I was most surprised to see Heather from EastEnders swimming on Life in Cold Blood this week. Of course it wasn't Heather from EastEnders. Really? No, it was a great big crocodile, because this week Dave Attenborough was looking at armour-plated giants. And you've got to hand it to Sir Dave, 81 years old and still finding time to wind up an alligator with a stick.
I think that was pretty clear.
A bit childish. The programme was in two halves, the crocodiles and alligators and the tortoise and turtles. Of course, tortoises are best known for being slow, as well as being tasty. But are they slow or just plain lazy? What would be a good way to find out? Well, give them a reason to move fast, like a fire. Fire! Fire! Who pays the fire? Oh, yes. They'll move fast when they have to. They're lazy, basically. So, where do tortoises like to live? Well, I was surprised to see that Dave keeps one up his nose. Yeah. He showed us with a special nasal camera. I'll save that for later. So they live up noses, but what do they wear? Well, there's the shell, obviously, and for special occasions, how about a yellow roll neck?
Of course, when your head is inside your shell, you can't see whether your attacker has gone or not.
Or for a more formal occasion, how about a nice hat? But of course, Dave being Dave, it didn't take him long to get round to the tortoise's sex life.
Having your body encased in shell obviously brings problems, and one of them is how do you mate? Making love in a suit of armour is not easy.
No, it's no use. It's not working for me.
Aaron, have you seen LBC this week?
Brian? They told me it was Holly Willoughby. There was a clever bit of detective work this week on doctors.
Hiya. Let me guess, you had Rice Krispies for breakfast this morning.
How did you know that?
Very strong powers of deduction. And you got a little crispy
Oh,
way.
no.
Guess what I had for breakfast? Fry up. No. If you look closely. Sugar puff. Oh, I love doctors. Because they turn up people suffering all sorts of different diseases. I mean, take this fellow with Questionnaires disease. That condition where you can only communicate in questions.
Arthur?
What are you doing here?
It's about that young woman.
Where is she? Can I see her?
Well, I'd have to ring her first.
Did she say anything to you? About me, did she?
Well, I didn't know whether to believe it.
Oh, don't you see it?
Had a nice long sleep.
What time was it?
6.
So what are you going to do now? Keep handing out your leaflets?
Do you think I should?
Just says you've got pneumonia.
Where's my suitcase?
A sad case of questionnaires disease. Well, I'm pleased to say he's made a full recovery and is here now. Yeah, hello, Arthur.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm so pleased you can make it along tonight.
Oh, you know.
You're looking a lot better.
Am I?
All right, OK. You watch much telly?
Why do you ask?
What's your favourite programme?
Question time.
I think we'll leave it there. Now, have you ever wondered what's going on in Nick...
Where's my suitcase?
Just borrowed it. EastEnders now. And it's nice to see relative newcomer Christian has settled into the square so well. He certainly always seems so happy. It was Gary's birthday this week, and I don't know about you, but I like those cards that make a noise. They're a bit more expensive than the other cards, but you open them up, and they might sing a song, or it might be Del Boy off Only Fools and Horses. Well, Gary got one of those too. Slightly cheaper end of the market.
Oh, thanks.
Nice card. Yeah. A bit more expensive than the other cards. Elsewhere on the square, Phil and Shirley had a full-scale papier-mâché fight. It did look like fun.
No, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare.
Well, this week saw the last instalment of American Princess. Don't be nasty. It was the last week and Mr. Paul Burrell was on particularly cheeky form.
Would you like to step forward and take a look at this?
Sure.
Saucy. Yes, the last episode, and thus we would find out who was to be crowned American Princess. I can hardly wait, but I'll manage. Yes, it was time to say farewell to the girls' high society partners. What was nice was that all the lads bought the would-be princesses a parting gift. So, Ben, what did you get Jasmine?
Oh, it's got a bunch of little compartments. I never had a little jewelry box.
I got her a white leather jewellery box.
A jewellery box? How romantic. Theo, what did you get Clarissa?
I bought Clarissa a tea set.
Tea set? Not as romantic, but still a lovely present.
I got a present for Cassie, which was a metronome.
That's very nice.
That's very nice. Lovely romantic metronome. No, they're all nice guys. They took the girls out to see the sights before the big prize giving.
Hi, Theo.
Hello, nice to see you. I took Clarissa to Hampstead Heath, Parliament Hill actually, which is a famous spot in London for kite flying.
Yeah, Hampstead Heath, of course, famous for kite flying. George Michael likes to fly his kite up there. As do other men, like to go up there, fly their kites. Afterwards, they zip up their kites and drive home. And so it goes on. Which brings me to our top 3 campus waiters of the week. At 3, the slightly camp waiter on Waterloo Road. At number 2 is Philandro's slightly camper waiter on Coronation Street.
All
Oh, right, so when there's no job for you next week, no complaints then either?
Won't worry me, love. Manchester's full of restaurants. Get another job like that.
This week's #1, the campus waiter of the week, is the camp waiter on Doctors.
Risotto and veal for me.
A la Milanese or a la Romana?
Milanese.
Any extra? Scarlet blend.
No, just some water.
Still or sparkling?
So to sing us out, ladies and gentlemen, Britain's #1 campus waiter from Doctors, James.
Go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send you soaring off through the atmosphere. Oh, where the air is clear.
There's your kite. That's all from us. See you next week.
Well, the boys are back. Next here, it's Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway. Then for one contestant, there's a possible huge amount of money to be won in spitting distance. Jewel is at 8:30, and that's followed by a guilt fest, and it's a total pleasure. The music begins at 9:30.